This is a regular, alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, this is regularly going on for the past 3 weeks now, 3 to 4 weeks. And we are studying Surah Yusuf with the split word translation in English. The story of Surah Yusuf, which we have covered so far, and I will share my screen so you can see where we are, what we have covered so far. And I'll basically just quickly recap over these verses, and then we will start, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam.
आपके कॉल म्यूट पे होगी।
आवाज जा रही।
So, Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We had covered up to verse number 10, I believe. We had covered up to verse number 10. So I will recap from verse number 5. Verse number 5 over here. And we'll go through this in English, and then we will move on to the next few verses. So the story so far, what has happened is this chapter actually is known in the Holy Quran as the most beautiful chapter, the best narration which has been revealed within the whole of the Holy Quran. There's a very strong lesson in here for all of us of how the faith and certainty, belief which Hazrat Yusuf والسلام, had on with Allah the Almighty and his father as well, that faith and certainty with Allah allowed him to overcome all his difficulties which he faced, and the trust which he had in Allah allowed him to overcome all of his difficulties which he faced in his life. So the first few verses are as follows, that Hazrat Yusuf والسلام, he sees a dream where he sees 11 stars. When Qala, he said, Yusuf, Joseph, when Joseph said li'abihi, to his father, Ya abate, oh my father. So this is, in the beginning, this is how the chapter actually, the story of Hazrat Yusuf starts, is where he says to his father at a young age, oh my father, Ya abate, inni, surely I have ra'aytu, I have seen, ahada, 1, ashara, 10, ahada ashara, 11, together. It has to come together. You wouldn't say 1 and 10, you would say it together. Inni ra'aytu ahada ashara kawkaban. I have seen 11 stars. Kawkaban, stars. What else has he seen in a dream? Wash-shamsa, and the sun. Wal-qamara, and the moon. Ra'aytuhum li sajidin. I have seen them prostrating or in obeisance for me. I saw them making obeisance to me. Sajidin. This has come from the root of sajada. Sajada means, if I were to say sajada, sajada means he prostrated. This is a past tense. Sajada, he prostrated. And in present, it will be yasjada. We're not going to present right now. But sajada is the person, it means he prostrated. You can say sajada fil masjid, that he prostrated fil masjid, in the mosque. But the importance of any of the Arabic verbs is that this is a verb. The importance and the beauty of all these Arabic verbs is that you can derive different verbs from each, different words from each verb, and it turns into nouns. So, for example, sajada, you can turn it into an active particle, meaning the one who acts out the action of a sajda, of prostration, and that will be the person who does that. He will be sajid. Sajid, and this is a common name that we use as well. Sajid means the person who prostrates. This is a singular. Sajid is singular, meaning one person. And this sajideen is plural. This is 3 or more people. This is plural. Now, in the Arabic grammar as well, there's one thing which I'd like to touch upon as well, without going into too much of its detail. This is the Arabic morphological measure, meaning it is a measure which is it's the structure of the words, the weight of each verb and its words, and it helps us to understand the internal structure of the words, of how they are formed, how they come to the shape that they are in right now. Any of these words that we see, all of these words, the form that they're in, the shape that they're in at this moment in time. So the Arabic morphological measure, meaning al-mizan al-sarfi, it's mizan, the weight. It shows how each word is made. And for example, if we look at this in each verb, it has different weights. It comes in different weights. It comes in different forms. And for example, if I were to use this verb sajada, and I can quickly just show you the different versions that each verb can come into to show you how complex and detailed the Arabic language is. So it can come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 17 different forms it can come into. Now, this can actually even when it comes into a form of a this changes into, let me clear this 1 second.
Manufacturer Sanofi says it's complied with its regulations, including the provision of project information. Baroness Cumberledge says all
it's not very clear, but you can see masjid. Masjid comes from this verb.
It doesn't always work. Do you wish
Masjid comes from this verb of sajada, meaning the place of prostration. Sajada means he prostrated. Sajid is the one who prostrates. Sajideen is plural. Where do they prostrate? In a masjid. And I explained last time another verb which is used in Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen and Hamd. And from Hamd you get the different verbs of Hamd itself means praise. But from Hamd you have Hamid, the person who praises. You have Ahmad, the one who praises the most. Ahmad, the one who praises the most. Then you have Muhammad, the most praiseworthy. So from each verb, from this particular one verb, how it comes in many different forms. From Hamada, meaning he praised, to Hamd, meaning praise, it's the noun, to Hamid, the one who praises, Ahmad, the praiseworthy, the one who praises the most, and Muhammad, the most praiseworthy. So Ahmad, the one who praises the most. Who does he praise the most? Muhammad. So this is used. This is His Masih Maud Islam. Is his this is also the Holy Prophet's other name as well in the Holy Quran of Ahmad as well. The one who praises the most, who does he praise? Allah as well. And of course, the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So this was just to show you how each verb comes in many different forms. So verse number 5, that's done. Verse number 6. Qala ya bunayya. He said, Qala, he said, Ya bunayya, O my dear son. La, do not. Taqsus, narrate. If I were to say taqsus on its own, it means you narrate. La taqsus means do not narrate. You do not narrate. So because he's directly speaking to his son, Hazrat Yaqub, it is La taqsus, do not narrate ru'yaka, your dream. If I were to say ru'yaya, it would mean my dream. Ru'yana, our dream. Ru'yaka, your dream. Ru'yakum, it is you in plural. So 3 or more people who are in front of me. Ru'yakum, ru'yaka, your dream. Ala ikhwatika, to your brothers. Fayakidu, lest they contrive, lest they plan. Laka, against thee. Kaidan, a plot. These two come together. Fayakidu, kaida. Fayakidu, kaida. Lest they plan against you a plot. Inna shaitana, surely Satan, lil insani, is for man. Aduwwun mubin, aduwwun, enemy, mubin, open. An open, a clear, a manifest enemy. Verse number 7. وَكَذَلِكَ يَجْتَبِيكَ رَبُّكَ وَيُعَلِّمُكَ مِنْ تَأْوِيلِ الْأَحَادِيثِ وَيُتِمُّ نِعْمَتَهُ عَلَيْكَ وَعَلَى آلِ يَعْقُوبَ كَمَا أَتَمَّهَا عَلَى أَبَوَيْكَ مِنْ قَبْلُ إِبْرَاهِيمَ وَإِسْحَاقَ إِنَّ رَبَّكَ عَلِيمٌ حَكِيمٌ. وَكَذَلِكَ. So now Hazrat Yusuf ﷺ has told his father his dream. His father has said, do not tell your dream to your brothers before they make a plan against you. Now the next verse, Allah says, وَكَذَلِكَ, and thus, يَجْتَبِيكَ رَبُّكَ. يَجْتَبِيكَ, he will choose you. Who will choose you? رَبُّكَ. يَجْتَبِيكَ رَبُّكَ, your Lord will choose you. Wow, and يُعَلِّمُكَ, he will teach you min ta'wil al-ahadith. Like I said last time, ta'wil al-ahadith, the interpretation of all things. وَيُتِمُّ نِعْمَتَهُ, وَيُتِمُّ, and he will perfect, he will complete. نِعْمَتَهُ, his favor, alayka, upon thee, وَعَلَى آلِ Yaqub, and on the family of Jacob. Kama, as, he will, yutimmu, he will perfect his favor, ni'matahu, his favor, alayka, upon you and upon the family of Jacob. Yaqub, Jacob. Al means family. He will perfect his favor upon you and the family of Jacob. Kama, as, atammaha, he had perfected it. Ha is the pronoun referring to ni'matahu, Allah's favor. As he perfected his favor on Allah, upon Abawayka, your fathers. Abawayka, your forefathers. Min qabl, from before. Who were these fathers from before? Ibrahima wa Ishaq. Ibrahima wa Ishaq. So, as Allah the Almighty had perfected his favor on his grandfather, meaning Hazrat Ishaq, and his great-grandfather, Hazrat Ibrahim ﷺ. These were his forefathers upon whom Allah the Almighty had perfected his favor. Inna Rabbaka, surely your Lord, Alimun Hakim. Alimun is all knowing, Hakimun the wise. Verse number 8. Laqad, surely. Laqad, surely. Kana, there is. Fi Yusufa, in Joseph, meaning in the story of Joseph, in the narration of Joseph. Wa ikhwatihi, and his brethren. Ikhwatihi, his brethren. Ayatun, signs. Ayatun, it's the plural of ayatun, or ayah. Ayatun or ayat is the singular and ayat is the plural. Who are these signs for? Lis-sa'ilin, for as-sa'ilin, the inquirers, those who ask, those who seek. Verse number 9. إذ قالوا, when they said. إذ, when. قالوا, they said. La Yusufa, surely Joseph. La, surely Yusufa, Joseph. Wa akhuhu, and his brother. This brother refers to Benjamin, who is the son, who is the brother, the brother from the fourth wife of Hazrat Yaqub. So the brothers are saying, the 10 brothers are saying, La Yusufu wa akhuhu, surely Joseph and his brother, ahabbu, are dearer, more beloved, ila abina, to our father, minna, from us, or than we are, more beloved to our father than we are, wa nahnu usbatun, whereas we are a strong party, or although we are usbatun, a strong party. Inna, surely abana, our father, lafi dalalim mubin. Lafi is in, dalalin, error, mubin, manifest, open, clear. This verse has come in here as well, this word, that surely Satan is for man, aduwwun mubin, an open enemy. Surely our father, here again, lafi dalalim mubin, in open, in manifest, in clear error, misguidance. Now what else are the brothers saying? They've said now that Joseph and his brother Benjamin are dearer to our father than us, and our father's in manifest error. But what else have they said? They've said, Uqtulu Yusuf. This is their plan. This is why the father said, do not tell your dream to your brothers before they make a plan. And although he didn't, they still made a plan. Uqtulu Yusufu. Uqtulu Yusufa. Uqtulu, kill. Yusufa, Joseph. O means or. Itrahuhu. Itrahuhu, cast him. Where should you cast him? Where should you throw him? Who, him, meaning to Joseph. Who, again, is a pronoun referring to Yusuf. Throw or cast out Joseph. Where to? Ardan, a distant land. And then what would happen if you cast him out, if you remove him from your lives? What will happen? Yakhlu lakum wajhu abikum. Yakhlu, it will become exclusively lakum, yours. It will become lakum, for you. Yakhlu, exclusive, or it will become open, it will become solely lakum, yours. What will become yours? Wajhu abikum. Wajhu means the favor. Whose favor? Abikum. Wajhu abikum, your father's favor will become yakhlu lakum, exclusively yours. And then what will happen when your father's favor is just for you and your brothers, the brothers, the 10 brothers? What takunu, and you shall become. Min ba'dihi, after this event, after doing this action of killing Joseph, or casting him out of your lives, you can become min ba'dihi, after this, qawman salihin, a righteous people, a pious people. Verse number 11. Qala. Now this is where someone in the brothers of one of the brothers who, when they're having, these brothers are having this discussion, the mashwara among one another, what they should do. One of the brothers says, Qala qailun minhum. Qala, he said, qailun. Qailun, if I will explain this in some detail here now. I think I did do this before, but I would explain some just briefly now. Qala comes here. If I have to put this. Qala means he said. Qailun is the one who says. Qala, the one who says, is qala means he said. He could say anything. Whatever it is, it doesn't refer to what he's saying. Qala literally means he said. Qailun means the one who says. The one who talks, the one who speaks is qailun. This is in the imperative noun. The imperative, it's the active particle actually, or the ism file, known in Arabic as ism file. For example, you have the word nasara. Apologies for my language, my handwriting is a bit difficult in here. Nasara means he helped. Nasir is the one who helps. Nasir is the one who helps. From Nasara. Similarly, Qala is another verb. Nasara is another verb. Qail is the one who says. Nasir is the one who helps, meaning the helper. You have other ones, for example, I explained earlier from Hamida. Hamida means he praised, and Hamid is the one who praises. This is ism file, known as ism file, the active particle. So, Qala, he said, qailun minhum. One of them, Qala, said. Qala qailun minhum. One of them said. Qailun, one who says, minhum, from among the brothers. Qala, he said, La taqtulu Yusufa. La, do not. Taqtulu, kill. Yusufa, Joseph. Wa, instead. Or but. Alquhu fi ghayabat al-jubbi yaltaqidhu ba'du sayyarati in kuntum fa'ilin. So now the way to understand this is, he says, one of them says, do not kill Joseph. La taqtulu Yusuf. Do not kill Joseph. Wa over here means but. But in kuntum fa'ilin. To understand the translation, the literal translation, in kuntum fa'ilin means, fa'ilin means to do, those who do something. Fa'ilin means those who do the action. Kuntum, you are those. Fa'ilin, who do the action. So, wa in kuntum fa'ilin. If you must do something. And in Urdu, you would say ke agar tum kuch karne wale ho. If you are to do something. Alquhu fi ghayabat al-jubbi. Then, alquhu, cast him, fi ghayabat al-jubbi, in the bottom of a deep well. Ghayabat means the bottom, the darkness, the deepest bottom, or the deepest part. Ghayabat, the deepest part, so deep that it's unseen. That is why you say ghaib. You say Allah is alimul ghaib, the knower of the unseen. Al ghayabat means the deepest part of something which is unseen. Al jub, a well. Put him in al-kuhu, cast him fi ghayabat al-jubbe, in the bottom of a deep well where he is unseen. Ghayabat, the bottom of a deep well where he is unseen. This is all within the meaning of ghayabat. And then what will happen? Instead of killing him, obviously in that time when people were thirsty, they would go to the wells to drink water. So the brothers are saying, one of the brothers is saying, instead of killing him, put him in the bottom of a deep well. Yaltaqithu. Yaltaqithu. They will pick him. They will pick him up. Who will pick him up? Ba'du sayyarati. Travelers. Some travelers. Ba'du, some. As-sayyarati. Travelers will yaltaqithu. Pick him up. Now this word yaltaqithu, it comes from the verb the verb laqata. Lam, qaf, and ta. Laqata. And laqata means he picked something up. So if I were to say laqata ta'irul habba, that it would mean that the bird picked up grains. Laqata ta'irul habba is just an Arabic phrase, means that the bird picked up the grains. Or if I were to say laqattul ilma min al-kitab, it means I acquired knowledge from a book. I gained knowledge from the book. So it means, laqata means to pick up, to gain, to find, to meet. So where in this, when the Quran it speaks of yaltaqithu ba'du sayyarati, it means some of the travelers will pick him up. And why I said the reason why I did this bit first is so that you can understand the context of this verse. So to cast him in the bottom of a deep well, yaltaqithu ba'du sayyarati, some of the travelers, as-sayyarati, travelers, will pick him up, in kuntum fa'ilin, if you are to do something. So within the translation, it will be easier and better if you say, in the running translation, the idiomatic translation would be, one of them said, قَالَ قَائِلٌ مِّنْهُمْ, one of them said, لَا تَقْتُلُوا يُوسُفَ, kill not Joseph. But if you must do something, cast him in the bottom of a deep well, some of the travelers will pick him up. So this is how the translation has been done in English, so that it is easier to understand the context of the verse. Qalu, verse number 12. Qalu, they said, Ya Abana, O our father. So now the brothers are going to Hazrat Yaqub ﷺ, and now they're saying, Ya Abana, O our father, Ma laka, what is wrong with you? Or what has happened to you? What is the problem? Ma laka la ta'manna. So when you translate ma laka on its own would mean what is wrong with you, or what is the matter with you? But its translation is together. Okay? La ta'manna ala Yusufa. What is the matter, or what is the problem with you? La ta'manna ala Yusufa. That you do not trust us with respect to Joseph. Ala Yusufa, with respect to Yusufa, Joseph. You do not trust us. La ta'manna. you do not trust us. Now, to understand this manna, just some points to try to help you make you understand it. This verb manna, it comes from the root is a me na, amena. I'll write it here as well. It comes from a me na. Amena means he was or became or felt in a state of security. Amena means he became secure or he felt safe, or free from fear, without having any fear. This has come in the Quran in many places. Just to make you understand the beauty of the Arabic grammar and how the verbs can change and used where it's been used in the Quran for your knowledge as well. We see in the Holy Quran where in chapter 7, Allah the Almighty says, "Afa aminu makrallahi, fala ya'manu makrallahi illa al-qawmul khasirun." That afa aminu, amina means he was safe or he was secure. Afa aminu makrallahi. This is in chapter 7 of of the Holy Quran, just explaining this verse to help you understand this. Afa aminu makrallahi. Are they secure from the design of Allah? Makrallahi, from the design of Allah. Fala ya'manu. Amina is the past. The present will be ya'manu. This is a present. Amina means he was secure. Amina means he was safe or he was secure. Ya'manu means he is safe or he is secure. So this is past. Ya'manu, this is present. And Ya'manu, in this verse, the verse which I'm referring to, verse number of 100 of chapter 7 of the Holy Quran, فَلَا يَأْمَنُ مَكْرَ اللَّهِ إِلَّا الْقَوْمُ الْخَاسِرُونَ. That no one, فَلَا يَأْمَنُ, and no one feels secure from the design of Allah, save the people that perish. إِلَّا الْقَوْمُ الْخَاسِرُونَ, the people that perish. Why has Allah said that only those people will feel that they are secure? Because they have no trust in Allah. They have no faith in Allah. They believe that nothing can happen to them. Al-Khasirun has been used here to explain that these are the people. Is here is used as well. Al-Khasirun. Khasirun means those who nuksan uthane wale. Those who will perish. Those who will ruin themselves. So Allah says that only these people will ruin themselves who have no trust in Allah. So this is just to explain how this has been used. Ya'manu means he is secure. Ta'manna. If I were to say ta'manu, Ya'manu comes here. If I were to say ta'manu, it means you are secure. Ta'manu, he is secure. Ta'manna. Ta'manna, meaning you do not trust us. So from this, again, another meaning of amina. Another meaning of amina means, like I said before, he was secure or he felt safe. Another meaning is he trusts or he trusted someone. If I say amina, it means he trusted. And you can add a name or you can add a pronoun like who or ha to refer to someone. So who, if you add amina with the who, it will mean he trusted him or he confided in him, or it means he entrusted him with something, or he confided to him power, to give someone authority, to give someone control, to give someone charge. So it comes with many different meanings. And you see in this Surah Yusuf another place where this verb has been used, amena. This is in this chapter, verse 65 of this chapter. We'll go, hopefully, we will inshallah go to that verse as well soon. But just to make you understand how this verse has been used there. Actually, I shouldn't say that because it might ruin the story. But I'll just read it out for you. قال هل آمنكم عليه إلا كما أمنتكم على أخيه من قبل. So Hazrat Yaqub alayhi salatu in verse 65 of this chapter says, should I trust you as I trusted, or he says, I cannot trust you with him, and we'll get to this inshallah afterwards, as I trusted you with his brother before. So this is how this has been used here, and you understand why this has come, because we will now get to that part of the of that chapter of this story. The brothers say, قالوا يا أبانا, O our father, ما لك لا تأمنا على يوسف. Why do you not trust us? لا تأمنا, why do you not trust us? على يوسف, with regards to Joseph, with respect to Joseph. وإنا له لناصحون, and surely we are lahu, for him or his, lanasihun, his well-wishers. We are those who wish the best for him. We are only looking out for him. So trust us with him. Trust us with him. And what else do they want to do? Arsilhu ma'ana. Arsilhu. Send him ma'ana, with us. Arsilhu. This verb, the root of this verb is rasila. Rasila has many different meanings. It means to send. It means to become easy in pace, to become lank, to read as well. It has many different meanings. It means he forsook or he deserted someone. And from rasila, you have rasul, which means obviously messenger, and it comes in many different forms as well. It's a very deep word, but I'll just leave it here. Arsilhu means to send him, ma'ana, with us. When? Ghadan, tomorrow. Ghadan, tomorrow. Send him with us, ghadan, tomorrow. Yarta, he will play. Or yarta, he will enjoy himself. Wa yal'ab, and yal'ab, he will play. Yarta wa yal'ab, he will enjoy himself and he will play. Wa inna lahu lahafidun, and surely we are lahafidun, we will surely keep guard over him. Wa inna, and we shall, lahu, over him, lahafidun, those who keep guard. This word hafidun, it comes from the root verb of hafidha. Hafidha. In here it's used as hafidun, but the root is hafidha. Just to make you understand how it's used, the root is hafidha. And hafidha means he preserved it, or he preserved something, or he kept guard, or he took care of something, or he prevented something from perishing or becoming lost. And hafiz is the active particle, is the one who remembers, the one who memorizes, the one who preserves. That's why we say Hafizul Qur'an or Hafiz al Qur'an is someone who preserves the Qur'an, who guards the Qur'an through his memory. You can say, if you say in the Qur'an as well, Allah the Almighty says, وَاحْفَظُوا أَيْمَانَكُمْ وَاحْفَظُوا أَيْمَانَكُمْ, and look after your oaths. So حَفِظَ, you can say حَفِظَ حَفِظَ يَمِينَهُ, or he kept his oath. Or you can say حَفِظَ السِّرْ. A-sir means a secret. He kept a secret, or he kept his oath, he kept his promise. So la hafizun, we are surely his guards. We will surely keep guard over him. We will surely look after him. And then what does his father say in reply? His father says, Qala, this is Jacob replying. He says, Inni la yahzununi. Surely it grieves me. La yahzununi. It grieves me. To understand this verb, la yahzununi, it comes from the root of hazina. It comes from the root of hazina, and hazina means he grieved. You know, in Urdu as well, in Arabic, you say huzn, which refers to grief or sorrow. So there's his father is saying, La yahzununi, surely it grieves me, and that tadhhabu bihi, you should take him away. Tadhhabu bihi. Tadhhabu means go. Literally it means to go. But when it comes with ba, tadhhabu bihi, it means to take away. Tadhhabu means to go, but when it comes with ba, it means to take away. And tazbahu bihi, that you should take him away. Wa akhafu, and I fear. An ya'kulahu dhi'bu, that a wolf should devour him. Ya'kulahu, it should devour him. Ya'kulahu, it should eat him, it should devour him. Al-dhi'bu, a wolf. A wolf should eat him. Wa antum anhu ghafilun, and you, meaning the brothers. The father is saying to the brothers have asked to take him with us to play. The father is saying, I'm scared that, or it grieves me that I'm scared that if you take him away, a wolf will come and eat him. Wa antum, and you are anhu ghafilin. Ghafilun, anhu ghafilun, you are heedless of him. You are unmindful of him. You are unaware of him. Anhu, of him. The brothers say, Qalu, the brothers say, Qalu, they say, La in akalahu dhi'bu. Surely, la, surely, in, if, akalahu dhi'bu. Al-dhi'bu is used here as well. Al-dhi'bu means, like I said, a wolf. La in akalahu dhi'bu. If a wolf is to eat him, akalahu, he ate him, or he ate it. La in akalahu dhi'bu, if a wolf is to eat him or devour him. Wa nahnu usbatun, while we are a strong party. This has been used here again, where the brothers say that we are, verse number 9, we are a strong party, but Joseph and his brother are still dearer to us, while we are a strong party. Again here as well, that if the wolf is to devour him, akalahu dhi'bu, if he is to devour him, wa nahnu usbatun, and we are a strong party, inna idhan la khasirun, then surely inna idhan la khasirun, we are Inna, we are, surely. Idhan, then, or at that moment, or in this situation. La khasirun, great losers. Those who, khasirun means, it comes from the verb of khasira. And khasira means he erred, or he went astray, or he became lost, or he perished, or he died. It has many meanings. It also means he suffered loss, or he was deceived, he cheated or beguiled, or that he experienced loss, or he was a loser. So this has many different meanings, and the brothers are saying that if a wolf is to eat him, while we are a strong party, inna idhan la khasirun, then surely we will indeed be great losers. We will be losers. I think we will end here because we've done quite a few verses, and if we do too much, then I don't want to confuse quite much for the audience. But if you do have any questions at this time, we will try to answer them. I'm just looking if there are any questions. There is no question as such, but if you do have any questions, you can now ask. Yes, Fahmida, you have your, if you can unmute yourself and ask the question, please.
I want to ask, Assalamu alaikum. I want to ask, what's wrong about telling your dream to somebody?
What's wrong with telling your dream to somebody? We see the wisdom, if you read this chapter, and generally, even without reading this chapter, the importance of dreams is that it should not be you should not tell everyone your dreams. Generally, this is something which we believe in as well. We understand that dreams, they have great importance there, and their meanings can be, the interpretation, the way it is interpreted can it can have an impact on an individual. For example, a person does not understand a dream, and if he believes it to be a certain thing, then he will not understand its true meaning. Whoever explains that dream to someone, whether if it's someone who does not have knowledge of a dream, or he does not know interpretation of dreams, then that wrong meaning can also have an impact on that individual. So that is why it's important that's why we say, when you see a dream, if it's a dream which is scary, or it's a good dream, or if it's something which you do not understand, but it has some sort of meaning behind it, we say you should do istighfar, you should give sadaqah. And the reason behind this is because the interpretation of a dream, even if you make an interpretation yourself without having true knowledge, you can implement the wrong interpretation of a dream upon yourself. That is why it's important that we give sadaqah, and that we try not to delve too much into it. And if we do see such dreams which we don't know the interpretation of, then there's a proper way. There's certain books which can help you understand dreams, or we can write to Khalifatul Masih, and Huzur can guide people on such occasions. But in this particular instance, Hazrat Yusuf ﷺ was told to not tell his dream to his brothers, because of the fact that in the dream itself, literally you are seeing that the sun, the moon, and 11 stars are prostrating to you. So the brothers who are already jealous of him, if they see that Hazrat Yusuf ﷺ is seeing such dreams where he feels that he is given importance, or he is being given respect, then the brothers will have more fear. And it says quite clearly that they could make a plan against you. They could make a plot against you. That's why it's best to not tell them. And what did Hazrat Yaqub say? That Allah will show you the interpretation in the right time, in its time. Allah will show you its interpretation. If you look at that verse, the father says that Allah says as well that كَذَلِكَ يَجْتَبِيكَ رَبُّكَ وَيُعَلِّمُكَ مِنْ تَأْوِيلِ الْأَحَادِيثِ, that the Lord will teach you, Allah will teach you the interpretation of all things, and He will choose you. He will choose you, and He will show you, He will teach you the interpretation of all things. So there was a wisdom, there's great wisdom in why He hasn't been given the interpretation, or why He hasn't told the dream to His brothers yet. And if we read the chapter, inshallah, you'll see. You can read it on a personal basis as well. It's very good as well for your personal knowledge. To read the chapter, and you'll see how Allah the Almighty fulfills this dream. It's this is why this dream has been mentioned. So it's important for us to always read this and understand the depth, the in-depth meanings behind this as well. Are there any other questions? Anyone else have their hand up? If not, then we will end the class here. Just a few more moments. If anyone does have any questions about this, then they are more than welcome to ask right now. One thing which I would like to say is try to, when you are reading the Quran, there is also, where there are words that you don't understand, there's a book which is very helpful, which allows you to understand the roots of each verb, where they've been used, how they have been used, and it will teach you where else in the Quran they've been used. And this book is called Dictionary of the Holy Quran. It's by Malik Ghulam Farid Sahib, and this it's a very good book. It teaches you how all these with each verb of the Holy Quran, how they're used. And you cannot see it properly, but if you can see it here, Dictionary of the Holy Quran. And this book, it teaches us all the meanings of each verb, how they are used. And this was very good for to understand your Arabic grammar. This, you can get this on Al-Islam. You can also buy this from the bookshop. But on Al-Islam online, you can get this book as well. And all the explanations which I'm giving is all from this one book. So it's a very good book, and it teaches us all the different verbs, all the different root words, and how they are used. So it helps you understand the Quran in much greater depth and understanding. So Jazakallah to everyone for joining in. Just one last opportunity. If you do have any questions, you can ask now. If not, then we will end this class now.
Sorry, it just came to my head just now. I've noticed, I don't know if it's if someone else has noticed this, but some of the prophecies of the promised Messiah that he had in January usually are about the beginning of someone's life, and the prophecies he had in December usually applied to how a person their anjam, what do you call it, how
okay.
they end up.
I think because this is if it's not related directly to this particular lesson or this the verses that we've discussed today, what you can do tomorrow, we do have a question and answer session. You can raise this question if you wish. Also, someone else has raised a question. What is the concept of jinn? This is not as such a question and answer session. This is a Quran class. But if you do have questions related to these verses that we've covered, then you can ask. If you have questions on any other nature which are not related to this particular topic that we're studying, then tomorrow at 7:30 we have a Quran class. You can ask then any question, and inshallah we'll try to answer any question you have to the best of our abilities. At this point, we're only answering questions with regards to this particular subject. So Jazakallah to everyone. The link for tomorrow, it's a new link. It will be on YouTube, so it's not the same link as today, because the limit of Zoom is only is limited, and many people wish to join. So the class will be on YouTube, The link is on the chat right now, which you can click, you can save, and inshallah the message will also go around so that you can you zoom in from there, tune in from there. Someone did have their hand up right now, but it's gone down, so that's fine. So Jazakallah to everyone for joining in, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Next week, inshallah, 7:30, we'll have another class. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.